Hello Aquarius, welcome to your mid-October reading. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you. This reading holds true from the 15th to the 31st of October 2021, and it is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Now this is a love reading, so I will be focusing on your energy as well as your person's. Starting off with a couple of archetypes. Yours is the animal. Let's get one for your person. The shadow. Capricorn's person got the shadow as well. No, I'm sorry. Whose person got the shadow? Sagittarius's person got the shadow. TikTok. Okay. Let's get you a moonology. We'll talk about your oracles and archetypes before we get to the, well, that flipped out. It flipped for Cap as well. So, no, I'm sorry. What am I saying? Who is this for? You and your loved ones are safe. I can't remember. Anyway, so let's talk about your archetypes first. The animal. We are mammals. We are animals. We are highly evolved species. We are highly intelligent, but we are animals at the end of the day. Okay. I feel like a part of you, Aquarius, is holding back. A part of you is not letting your wild side be known. And a part of you is trying to be someone you are not. The animal archetype usually shows up when we are being called to be authentic and be raw. Okay, I'm not asking you to be rebellious, though I'm sure a part of you already is. You're ruled by Uranus. I think what you're being guided to do right now is to not really care about what the world is expecting of you, what people, your community is expecting from you. I think just be authentic and do you. All right, that's what you're being guided to do at this time. The shadow for your person. The shadow talks about delving deep into our psyche to see what it is that could be bothering us and working out the kinks, sorting out the kinks and working on those deep dark sides that we're all born with, the lessons that we have learned so far. It talks about working with those energies and turning them into something constructive. Okay, so I think your person, whatever lessons they have learned, they have changed them, transformed them in a way, and they're having to set things right. And shadow work is not an easy process. It is very, very, very painful and very, very difficult. So if you are on talking terms, I would suggest you check up on them, because they are probably going through something very difficult at this time. Now when it comes to your wisdom of the oracle, I will consult the book while I speak to you. So this card usually talks about divine timing. Okay, it is kind of like the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot, and it compares the cycle of love and the cycle of relationships to our body's cycles. Okay, and how they have their own timetable, and some things cannot be coerced, some things cannot be controlled, and everything has its season, its own appropriate timing. So, and especially when it comes to matters of the heart. So I think this card is basically telling you that the clock of the heart is eternal, right? And it's nothing you can do to control it. Whatever happens right now, you need to leave it up to destiny. You need to leave it up to fate. And the last line in the description is, love is always on time. So don't fret about that. And you and your loved ones are safe. Well, that's a pretty clear message right there in itself. Let's see how we can translate this into your spread. 3 of Wands on your side with the Fool and the Ace of Pentacles. Let's see your person's side. 5 of Pentacles. Your energy is beautiful, but they're not feeling too hot. The Moon. I picked up on that with the shadow. Yeah, oh gosh. Eight of swords, I'm sorry. Look at the color contrast, right? Let's get a mutual energy, muse of emotions. Gonna get one more. The lovers. I'm so glad that popped out. Beautiful. All right. I'm gonna give you a gist of what this could be about before we move on to the tarot. Before we move on to the clarifiers. Excuse me. Okay. So you have been waiting on something. You're waiting to take a leap of faith and offer a stable commitment, a stable start to this particular individual. They, on the other hand, are feeling abandoned. They are fearful of something. There's a lot of anxiety, a lot of mental anguish, a lot of tension, sleepless nights. I don't know what this is about just yet. But overall, there's going to be a beautiful sense of coming to terms with the love that you have for each other and honoring it. Okay, so that's a quick overview before I clarify. The Three of Wands is being clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. I want another one. And the Five of Cups. Okay, the Fool is being clarified by the Four of Swords. I want another one. I've got two more. I have to, so this is the Nicoletta Ciccoli mini, and it's a new deck for me. The imagery is very surreal, so I have to always refer to the book to see what card is what. Temperance. All right, so we have Temperance and we have the Moon again. We have the Moon on your person's side as well. Let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles, the World. All right, Five of Pentacles. Lots of major arcana popping up. The Star. Another major, the Empress clarifying the Moon. I want another one for this. The Six of Wands. All right, let's clarify the Eight of Swords. The Nine of Cups. I want another one. The Eight of Cups. Ooh. Okay, the Devil clarifying your outcome with the Ace of Pentacles. All right, let's get into it. Aquarius. Waiting on this person. I feel like you're in a very solitary energy right now, Aquarius. You're feeling very alone. You're feeling single. But at the same time, you are working on your resources. You're working on your independence. Though you are working on self-care and self-love and making sure you are whole within yourself, there is that tinge of sadness, that grief. And I feel like you're tired of waiting. You know, even though you're making the most of this waiting period and you're not wasting it, but there is that sense of pain and loss attached to it. With the Fool card being clarified by the Moon, Temperance, and what was this? The Four of Swords. Yeah. Even though you're healing and even though you are ready to take that leap of faith towards this person again, I feel like you are tempering yourself. You are, you know, that whole divine timing that I was talking about. You are being very balanced in your approach. Okay, you're not rushing forward. You're giving enough time to yourself and to your person to heal, and you're letting things come to light naturally. You're not forcing anything. The Ace of Pentacles is being clarified by the World card. I feel like though this chapter, whatever it was that you had with each other, did come to a close, you are willing to restart it. Okay, that's where I think the animal archetype comes in. Though you are a huge part of you is remaining quiet and just being very kind of within yourself. I think that animal instinct for you is to take a leap of faith towards your person, because we have the Fool as well, right? It's just your gut is telling you to do this. That there's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of love here. The Star is clarifying the, what was this? I'm sorry. The Five of Pentacles. Yeah, your person really needs to heal. There's a lot that they need to work upon within themselves. I'm not sure if there's much you can do about it, Aquarius, but the star comes about when there is hope. It's like the stars are aligning for you, you know, for your person, so that things can get better for them. But this whole victimization of self and feeling abandoned, that is in their control. We can never feel abandoned because the longest relationship we've ever been in has been with ourselves. And that home that we talk about, that metaphorical home, has to be built within ourselves, not in other people. Right? So if your person is feeling homeless, then that is what they need to work upon. That is the wounding they need to work upon. That home does not need to be built in you, Aquarius. It needs to be built within themselves so that they can be whole and complete, instead of depending on you for that energy, right? Now, with the Moon card being clarified by the Six of Wands and the Empress, they want success. They are being quiet about it, but they want success in this relationship and they want to be seen. They want that attention. They're not letting this be known, you know. They realize their worth with the Empress card. They realize that, you know, you bring out the best in them. But I think a little part of them is feeling abandoned by you, and it's feeling victimized, and it wants that little love and attention and that TLC from your side. Okay, so maybe this is something you need to step up and do. Because if with the Moon card, if you're both going to be quiet, you know, that's a stalemate energy right there. There's going to be no progress. Divine timing is great, but the universe and God will only help those who help themselves. Okay. The Eight of Swords being clarified by the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Cups. I feel like your person is in that energy of, I want to walk away, no I don't, I want to walk away, no I don't. So it's like they realize that you are their wish fulfillment, but at the same time they're feeling like, no, I'm not happy, no, I need to walk away, but they're not being able to. You know what I mean? And they're up in their head about it. It's this constant like inner dialogue that they're having, this inner conflict that they're having within themselves. Now with the Lovers being and the Muse of Emotions, I feel like you're both very sure about the feelings that you have for each other, and I think they need to be addressed and expressed in a healthier way, because the Devil is here, and the Devil always talks about those toxic attachments, and it talks about being up in your head and letting emotions and variables control your actions, right? And it's like being puppeted, and no one can be puppeted because we are our own people, right? We're divine beings, we're very powerful. So instead of letting circumstances control your relationship, I think you need to step up, both of you, if there are any cross watchers watching, eradicate the negativity that this relationship comes with and work on that new growth, because you have the Ace of Pentacles twice, so, and the World card. So this relationship needs to be literally eradicated and built afresh. There's a lot of energy of rebuilding, but there's obviously something that is bugging your partner, and to an extent you as well. You know, there's something is like that itchy tag at the back of a t-shirt. It needs to be cut off, you know, or you just need to buy a new t-shirt. So there is a beautiful energy of renewal, but once you've sifted out the gravel, you know what I mean, and you and your loved ones are safe, I think you need to realize that there is nothing majorly wrong here, and every relationship does go through its ups and downs. You just need to know how to polish and refine that union so you are happy with what you have. Okay, it's a lovely reading, but if you're on talking terms with your person, they are going through it, they're going through a lot of pain, so I would suggest you reach out and try and make things right. Okay, have a beautiful rest of the month, Aquarius. I will see you soon.